Hi, hello, namaste. Welcome back to my channel, My Creative Coop. How are you all? I am doing great. Today we have tried another texture paste art. So for that I have just opened a canvas, and on the canvas board I have used the texture paste. So I have used the store-bought texture paste here, the same bottle which I've used in the last craft. So one is from Itsy Bitsy, which is the normal texture paste, and this is the grainy texture paste. This is from Little Birdie. So I have mixed both the texture paste, and I have added color to it to give the background. But before that, I have drawn the image on the canvas board. I mean, the image which I wanted to draw, I have just first made an outline of it with pencil, and then started coloring the outer part of it, which means I have started adding the texture to the outer part of it. Now when we talk about the texture, we need to be little careful while doing it, because the brushes which you use for it, if you don't clean it well, you might not be able to use it later. The brushes become very rough while you use with this. So you need to have a bowl of water where you can clean the brush immediately and use a tissue, and then redo it again whenever you want to clean the brush between. Otherwise, the texture paste art is really very easy. I mean, I'm just obsessed with that. So, I mean, this has become my, latest obsession of crafts. So, I just applied all the texture paste, I mean, the grainy texture paste around the drawing which I have just made there. By the way, I am making leaves, banana leaves on a canvas using the texture paste. So I just drew the leaves first, I mean different shapes and sizes, and then around that I have given a background of brown and yellow color mixed, like just the texture of a sand. Okay, I have given that color around it. So you can try multiple ways on it, but this is what I wanted to try. You could try any other colors you want to. So I have tried to give multiple shades of green here, because all the leaves are of are not of same color. They are green, yes, but the shades different. The tender leaves are in different color. The older ones are more darker, in other words, I just gave different shades to have that appearance, or the eye catchy look on the texture art. So what I did is I have just taken the texture paste, the normal texture paste, two spoons, and then a grainy texture paste. I first mixed them both, and then added a bit of color to the same texture paste to give that light green color. I have used multiple shades of green. I mean, I just mixed couple of colors to get multiple shades of green. So this time what we do to get the texture is we just have to spread it and start pulling up little by little, little by little. You just have to keep scooping it. That's when you get that layers. You see that cute layers on it. These are the layers which they use to make the flowers, lotus, or any other texture art. If you just see the images of it online, you can find many other texture arts. So this is how they try to get the layers on it. You just need to be very careful while you remove it from your scoop or from your knife and put it there. That's where the layers get placed properly. I will try that also and upload very soon. But for now, if we get back to the banana leaves which we have tried here, so I just have to use the knife, the smallest one, and then try to scoop it towards one side of it and paste it on the leaf, just to give a wavy texture. You see that wavy lines or the wavy texture which I tried to give. So this is the key element of the texture paste. You need to know how to give the waves of it. If you know how to give the waves of it, that is very easy than any other crafts which you do. because you just have to, add colors to already ready texture paste, and then you just have to apply it on the board. So if you think this is getting expensive, or you think you want to try something at home, you can try that as well. I would soon upload that video also uh, on my channel. By the way, if you're watching my channel for the first time, I would request you to please click on the subscribe button and the bell icon to get the notifications of my upcoming videos. And please do like, share, and just convey the message to your friends if anybody is interested in doing the crafts. And this is something where your kids also can try. There's no harm in trying this. My son is also very interested, and he might also try very soon. I'll definitely share the video if he tries this. So when we come back to the leaves, I've just given the waves first and then tried to pull it inside to give that liney texture on it. So if you notice, I have used a paint brush and tried to give the liney texture on it. So once we give the liney texture, or the lines which you can clearly see on it, it gives more elegance and grace and more life to the painting or the art. So this is how I tried to give. I tried to first give paste the texture paste on the outer leaves first, so that they will get dry, because we can't make it look clumsy. So you see, one by one I have tried to give. First I've tried the left one, then the center, then the right, and given it some time, and then left a bit a leaf, and then I'm just making sure I am not overlapping it when it is still wet. I'm just waiting or giving it some time to let it dry, at least the top layer of it, if not the entire leaf or the entire paste which we have done there, just the top layer of it, so that the differentiation of colors or the leaves will be evidently visible. But if you start doing it when it is very wet, or in the early stages of it, the leaves might get mixed up, or once you try to put any waves there, it might get stuck to the spatula or the knife. It gives that messy look. Instead of that, I have just given it some time. I have left it under the fan. I have not dried it in the sun outside. I have just left it under the fan and given it some time, and then tried to do the other leaf, like 15-20 minutes between each attempt, or each leaf which I have tried. So once this is done, I just made sure I give that veins on the leaves with a paintbrush. You can use a flat brush or a round brush. But if you're using a round brush, make sure you use 000 brush. It'll be very easy for the lines to be visible when you draw that. But if you take a bigger brush, the lines might get clumsy or broad, which might not give that liveliness to the art we did. So once you try to do the waves, I mean, the first leaf will be a little difficult for you. You might have to keep redoing it multiple times. From the second onwards, you will be very used to it, because that's very easy to do the waves. Once you do the waves, just try to give the veins or the veiny texture on each leaf with using a paint brush, any flat paint brush. So once you're done with that, you make sure that you have put the bottom attachment or the stem to the leaves, and then it is ready. Hope you liked it. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one. Bye bye.